Understand.
Talking to children about puberty is difficult and uncomfortable for many parents. I have some tips for you to help you out with this important experience. Start the conversation early. If you explain early on the changes he will experience, the puberty process will be much easier on him, you, and everyone in the family. Be honest and serious. Children appreciate it. Do not laugh or make fun of him in any way. As soon as you show disrespect for his feelings, he will lose trust in you and try to find his way in life without your help. Find good books or websites that provide him with the proper information, because otherwise he's going to end up on the types of sites that you don't want him to learn from. Let him know that the physical changes are coming and that his body is going through transformations that will lead him into becoming a man. Boys should know the following about their puberty. They will get pubic hair and underarm hair, and their body hair becomes thicker and darker. They get acne and start to sweat more often. They also will smell differently, and that's why it's necessary to mention the importance of daily showering and changing their clothes. Please spend some time explaining to your child how to clean his private parts properly. Their penises and testicles will grow larger. Their voices will change and become deeper. They grow facial hair and their muscles get bigger. They sometimes have wet dreams, which means that they ejaculate in their sleep. Also let them know that girls at school are going to change too and become young women. With boys, their focus can be on the penis. Since not all boys develop at the same time or rate, your son may feel like he's too big or too small. Make sure he understands that every penis size is normal. Some boys experience temporary breast growth during puberty. This is caused by changing hormone levels during puberty, and this case, gynecomastia, usually disappears within months. But make sure your son exercises daily for at least half an hour. Let your son know that everyone goes through puberty at a different age and at a different rate, and that he should not compare his body to anyone else's. On average, boys begin going through puberty a little later than girls, usually around the age of 10 or 11, but they may begin to develop sexually or have their first ejaculation without looking older. Talk about aggression and respect. Having mood swings due to hormonal changes is part of growing up, and everyone goes through it. Parents should take the time to explain to their sons that puberty leads to more testosterone, which will make your son more muscular and also more aggressive. At this phase, boys need to clearly understand that with their new strength comes a new responsibility to be respectful, especially towards women and especially their moms. Prepare your son for his sexual life. Tell him about sexuality, sexually transmitted infections, and how pregnancy happens. Stress on respecting girls' bodies and feelings. The masturbation talk should be done by the father or an uncle. Do not say negative things about the practice itself, because any feeling of shame you give him around his sexuality will be haunting him for the rest of his life. Only give him scientific information and make sure that he keeps his free time busy with a sport. Always remember to be patient with your child's awkward motor skills. His developing body has new dimensions that are also new to him, and he needs time to refine his coordination. So if he drops plates or glasses too often, it is totally normal for his face. Let your child know that you're available anytime to talk, but it's also important to initiate conversations yourself. If you're not entirely comfortable having a conversation about puberty, practice what you want to say in advance. Let your child know that it may be a little daunting to discuss, but it's an important talk to have. In order to avoid the embarrassing eye-to-eye situation, You can use the time when you're alone in the car and you tell him some information while you are focusing on the road. And of course, you can always pay a visit to a pediatrician to help you out with this task. Wishing you and your sons all the best. This video contains general information about medical conditions. The content might not be suitable for everyone and should not be treated as such. Always consult your doctor before using medications. The medical information is provided without any warranties or legal obligations to those who might apply them.